Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your meditation reading. This meditation is focusing on last week's new moon in Taurus, following the solar eclipse in April and the lunar eclipse in March. This is an opportunity to look a little more closely on how that energy is affecting you, Sag. And I also want to remind you that I am doing personal readings. The information for that you can find in the description box below. I continue to give out free readings on or around the first of each month. So I thank all of you for responding with generous comments, gratitudes, feedback, and donations. Thank you so much. I particularly appreciate your presence here now. So thank you for that in advance. For your overall energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is really describing your sense of joy, pleasure in the process of utilizing the resources and tools you have at your command. You are skilled in applying contributing to your security, your stability, your protection by manipulating the resources you have so that you can build them, maximize your abundance and build them into something that you feel truly presents the comfort, even luxury, the abundance that surrounds you, so that you feel gifted, you feel blessed, you're enjoying the fruits of your labor, and you enjoy the process of that, which means stepping back to enjoy the rewards and the recognition that you've earned, letting yourself be loved, be appreciated, be honored, and respected. It's a beautiful energy of grounding your sense of the home in your heart. In the house of your social identity, the way others see you, the Four of Pentacles is further emphasizing that you have achieved something. That as your goal, you are achieving a sense of foundation. And this foundation is the basis on which you want to create something, on which you want to build something. You may be struggling with gathering the resources for this creation, for this production that you are planning, that you want to build. But you're anchoring this achievement into your home, into who you are, into your purpose, is your goal and your focus at this time. In the first house, the Three of Cups is showing how much support you have. You are supported all around you, not only by friends, allies, associates, by the seasons, by the movement of time, by your invisible allies. But what's key to this support is your ability to celebrate, your vulnerability that is shared with others, the range of your emotions around experiences, challenges, as well as successes you've had. And in sharing that, understanding that you are learning from others as they learn from you, and that you together are celebrating the safety that you provide for each other's intimate wisdom, the sharing and the growth of that, the evolution of your desires. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your roots, your foundation, the Three of Wands is emphasizing your willingness to continue to build on this achievement, this foundation that you're identifying as what you represent in the world. The Three of Wands is the ability to literally gather the connections, the resources, the ideas, the models, the goals that you hope to share and develop in with others. This is particular about you taking your skills and facing an unfamiliar audience, client, or environment that is beyond your comfortable space, beyond your world, your home. Since so many of us work from home, this really extends the base of your home out into a familiar world, turning your talents away from simply what you can provide for yourself, but what you can provide for others. There's some sense of waiting here, that you've put out the feelers, you've sought the information, you've made the contacts, and you're still looking for the people to get back to you for ideas to gel and coalesce. But that's something you're very aware you can only do with others. In the 7th house of your significant others, we have the Chariot card. The Chariot card is really pulling the threads of this creation, this building that you're doing, this new thing that you are looking to develop with others. However, it is coming from a place of your sense of ownership around who you are, your sense of acceptance that you are different from others, that what you have to contribute is unique, and therefore your vision is unique and fashioned around your skills. Your difference has a purpose, and that is the purpose towards which you are letting go of the need to fix or support, solve problems for others, and instead to focus on your own liberation, which is to say that you're creating space to exercise your talents in a way that is unfettered. And by focusing on that goal, you are signaling to others a clear set of boundaries, a clear response to the unreasonable and sometimes even reasonable demands of others that don't fit your plan. This is a liberation for you. Your temperamental response is to cheerlead, support everyone for whatever they're doing in a way that puts what you want to do in the back seat. And you're reversing that timeline entirely. And I pulled from the Soulful Journeys card, the Death card. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. I sense that here. I sense that. I sense that in your support, your desire and willingness to work for others, but on your own terms. That is where the rebirth is occurring for you. I don't know why I turned these upside, but I'm going to keep them this way. And a couple flipped out, and I'm only going to take the one that is face down. I have pulled listen to the call. Spirit is singing sweet words of wisdom. Be still and listen. That is absolutely in alignment with your focus on your goal. You are answering the call. And the 3 of Cups in the first house is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, this shift in the way that you are responding to the world. You're being practical, you're being organized, you're using what you have, but you're moving in a direction that limits your responsiveness to others in a way that will delay or sabotage your ability to achieve these goals. So this, as the universe sees your clarity about your purpose and your mission and your determination to achieve that, the opportunities that come to you look different to you. You now see opportunities as, or challenges as opportunities to achieve something better, to achieve something that you can uniquely craft, that you can, this is not so much about taking control as it is about working with the flow of energy, the flow of transformation. This is the Queen of Pentacles, Regina. She is a daughter of the Empress. You have 2 3s, which are the number of the Empress. This is about creativity. That is an outspring of your own heart's desire, your authentic talents, who you are authentically. And that's what you are now honoring. The 6 of Pentacles is describing the way that you are now understanding all exchanges of energy. That includes naturally love and money, the 2 things that we automatically associate with giving and receiving. So here you are perhaps in a position to influence the distribution of resources, but more than that, you're no longer positioning yourself as the provider exclusively. You're now understanding that any exchange of energy, and this is not about holding back your natural talent, your natural ability to cheerlead others and wish them well, but you're making sure that any exchange includes reciprocity. That means that it includes opportunities for you to be rewarded, for you to be recognized, to receive the benefits of your efforts. That is built in. This is about an equity in all of your relationships so that you're not holding the bag. You're not assigned with all the work and receiving none of the rewards. The 3 of Wands in the 4th house is clarified by the Knight of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles, which puts you at 3 3s thus far, which is emphasizing this ability to work with others, to collaborate, to build something that is beautiful, that is excellent, to improve upon the value of something that perhaps already exists, to make sure that the collaboration that you are convening through your own efforts really shares similar goals, a similar sense of quality, elevates the standard of something in a way that makes you very proud and very devoted and loyal to the process of this. You are also clearly becoming more curious, challenging your own assumptions about the way things are or should be. This is a positive way in which you are seeking greater truth and enlightenment. And in that way, you're understanding that your thoughts do frame your reality, and that it is important to believe in yourself. And the 7 of Chariots is sort of answering that in some way. You're now accepting who you are. You're accepting your differences. This is elevating your effort because you understand that there is purpose to the experiences you've had, the challenges you've overcome, the gifts you've been given. And this further empowers you to be dispassionate about your deployment of the resources that you have, of the support that you have, of the conversations, the connections that you're able to draw to you and pursue. The 7 of Swords, the Chariot in the 7th house is clarified by the Fool in the 8th house and the Ace of Wands in the 9th house. You're making some new investment. You're beginning this, a new approach to those things that you want to build and the ways in which you want to serve. There's a sense that you're coming out of a story where you were, on the basis of your many talents and your optimistic, positive approach, expected to do things. There's a lot of expectation, a lot of pressure on you to do certain things in a certain way. And my sense is that you have come through a time where you have understood that that is not your purpose or your way. Your way is unique to you. Embracing your ability to venture forth, to take the risk, to find excitement, passion in the adventure is something that you're recommitting to in a new way. It doesn't necessarily take you far afield, but it gives you the desire to imbue whatever it is you're growing, whatever it is you're building with your stamp on your terms. And this is key because you're actually having to build something whole, fresh, not based on what has been done before, not based on what others have done. And there's an additional burden to this, but remember that you have learned from all of your previous efforts supporting the successes of others. Those skills have taught you many things that you can now learn, and you can now take up this desire to grow in a totally new way. This can include something far afield, a new community, a new location, a new home. It certainly is a new lifestyle. And it's one that is really breaks with what you knew and understood as a path to success in your past, and something that you have struggled with throughout your lifetime experience. The Four of Pentacles in the 10th house is clarified by the Three of Cups again and the Eight of Swords. I love it. So I'm getting a sense that a lot of you are, again, very characteristically gathering up connections, friendships, support from all over the globe. The people are hearing you, seeing you, feeling you, understanding your intent, of celebrating this new vision of a flow of energy. You're embracing this flow that is being seen, appreciated, not only in your own life, but as others respond to your experience of developing this new experience, this new project, building something fresh. Coming out of a new understanding of who you are, a new ability to embrace the abundance around you, to celebrate that, to understand its value. There is, again, as I said earlier, quite a bit of pressure on you. And in many ways, you are reviewing that past where, because of your talents, because of your skills, you were expected to do well in many different areas. There were many things that you could do, that you could have done, you possibly did do. For those of you that bounced around in lots of different work, different professions, different arenas, you've learned a lot from every one of those spaces. But what is consistent is the expectation that you would rise to the top, that you would be successful in a way that has eluded you until now. So you haven't forgotten about those pressures, nor have you forgotten about those experiences. You're still sensitive to those voices that with which you have attempted to comply in the past. You're still figuring out why those things didn't work for you. And some of the response to that is to release that, to let that go. Maybe for some of you, it's about telling that story so that you can put it to rest, because this is a lot of anxiety. This is a lot of worry that you're not performing well enough, you're not doing enough. And it may be according to your own measure, your own standards, but it's still wearing you out. It's still draining you of energy you need. You need a lot of your focus and energy for what you're building now, for the preparations you're making to move into a really radically new direction that it embraces flow rather than this hardcore dedication, work ethic, taking on the obligations and responsibilities for others. Those are skills you already have. You don't have to worry about those anymore. And really, this is about letting go and allowing your intuition to support you. And Sagittarius, I'm going to finish off this reading with a Yogic Path Oracle card. And you probably already know how much I am enjoying just the beauty of these cards and the information that they're sharing with us. And I pulled Asana. And I do know that Asana is about yogic practice, but I will read you a little bit more about that. And Asana is the 8 stages of yoga, physical practice to sit in stillness. Your physical body holds the key to your evolvement, but it's just the first portal. The asana, yogic body postures you've been practicing have been preparing you for true asana, to sit in stillness with the truth. These shapes and movements have removed the cobwebs of your limiting self, creating space for the silence of your mind's forest. You are one of those who realizes the true intention of asana and the one paving the way for others to see this bodily practice is really just a way to come face to face with yourself. Continue to cultivate your practice and move deeper into its core purpose, flow of energy in the body for the evolution of the spirit. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for this reading. Until next time, Namaste.